First off, I wanted to show off this beast of a chopping board, charcuterie board, made by a company here in Toronto called Petal and Grain. I will link their Instagram down below. It's run by close friends of mine, and yeah, if you're in the Toronto area, check them out. Okay, we're gonna make a Chicken Tikka Masala today, the UK's national dish. Very quick, very easy version of it. I'm missing a couple of ingredients though, because I'm currently in a lockdown isolation situation, but we're still gonna be able to make it. It's a way of showing that even if you are missing a few things, you can still make an easy, tasty curry. We're gonna start off by making a spice mix that we're gonna use throughout the recipe. Then we're gonna put our chicken into marinade. So the spice mix is where I'm missing garam masala, and that's quite annoying, but we're gonna make it without, and it should turn out just fine. But normally I would have a couple of tablespoons of garam masala in there. So we're gonna go with 2 tablespoons of paprika, a tablespoon of turmeric, 2 tablespoons of ground cumin, half a tablespoon of chili powder, and a tablespoon of ground coriander. Salt and pepper. Now, if you are being more authentic and you want to roast whole spices and grind in the grinder, it'll be much better. I don't have a spice grinder. I also don't have the whole spices. I'm doing what I can with what I've got. I'm also doing it more simply, so the average home cook could make this probably now with what you have in your cupboard. And we're gonna get our chicken in a yogurt marinade. So I like to use little bags, just easier. There's less washing up, it's just easier. Open that up. I have boneless, skinless chicken thighs cut up into bite-sized pieces. Just get that in the bag. Plain natural yogurt, full fat if you can, it's up to you. Full fat's gonna give the most flavor. About 4 heaped dessert spoons, tablespoons. Doesn't have to be exact, precise, just a relative amount. It's gonna be able to cover the entirety of the chicken. About 4 teaspoons of our spice mix. Some of this we're gonna use later when we're making the sauce, but then you'll have plenty. If you follow what I did, there's still loads here. We're not gonna use all that, so just put that in a dry container and that will last for essentially ever. Here I've got a big piece of ginger. I'm gonna grate about an inch piece of ginger. I'm also gonna grate in 6 garlic cloves. Okay, once that's all in, just close your bag and just try and push all the air out you can as you're closing it. And then, once it's fully tight, just give it all a smush. Just make sure all the spices are fully worked into the yogurt and the chicken's fully coated. Open it up, give it a smell. Okay, that will go in the fridge overnight if you can. I'm gonna do about 4 hours, but give it at least 30 minutes, at least, before you carry on. So yeah, we'll leave that to marinate and then come back. Okay, we're gonna prep the veg as well. Just a couple of onions. I've got 2 small, so 1 big will do. We're gonna finely dice this with the remainder ginger and 3 more garlic cloves. We're gonna make them into a paste. So the garlic, similar how we did in the Caesar salad, chop, crush, salt, crush, 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 crush. A couple of dried chilies into that paste as well, mix that up. Then we're good to go. Everything will just come together on the oven, cook some rice, and that's it. Really simple tikka masala.
Get a nice hot pan and drizzle in some olive oil. Take the chicken out and get the chicken into the pan in individual pieces. Try not to overcrowd the pan, otherwise it's going to cool down a bit too much. We're going to fry those on one side for about 4 or 5 minutes, flip them, do the same again. Don't worry with all the caramelization and fondant going on the bottom of the pan. I'm going to get half a cup of water and just scrape that off. Keep that pan on a high heat, keep scraping till all that's come off. All that's just flavour. And then we're going to keep that on a high heat and just cook off all that water that we added. Once all that water's cooked off, get in your garlic, ginger and chilli paste and saute that off for about 5 minutes, just until aromatic and fragrant. Then we're going to throw in the onions and toss around, fry those off for 5 minutes, get in a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste, fry that off for another couple of minutes, then hit that with half a big can of crushed tomatoes or just a regular size can. Then we're going to add 2 heaped teaspoons of our spice mix. I put a dash more water in because the can of crushed tomatoes was quite thick and paste-like, and I wanted the sauce to be a bit looser. Adding a little bit of sugar just to cut through the acidity in the crushed tomatoes. As we let that simmer for a couple of minutes, we're going to pop in 1.5 cups of full fat heavy cream. We're going to pop in our chicken. Remember, the chicken's not cooked, so we're going to finish cooking it in the sauce. Just incorporate all that and bring it up to a simmer. We're almost ready to serve. Pop in a couple of little knobs of cold butter and keep stirring until it's fully emulsified. Taste and make sure you adjust the seasoning to your liking.
Okay, so we're ready to plate up. Here's this curry. So the sauce is all thick. Chicken pieces will be really juicy and tender. Got our rice on the go and we're going to plate it like a proper Brit. And then garnish it with some coriander, but I don't have any, as I explained. I'm missing things. Okay, as I said, we're gonna plate it like a Brit, so 2 naans. He didn't make his own naan bread. I can't bake, we know this. Good dollop of mango chutney. Let's taste. Some of that rice. There's so much flavour in that curry. It's obviously a lot more of an effort than it is to order one, but worth it. Well worth it. Yeah, so easy. And that's with missing ingredients. If I had everything, it'd be even better. Yeah, if you like this recipe, give it a like, give it a subscribe. Of the video on my channel, and I'll see you on the next one.